Since its introduction 60 years ago, the Ford Mustang has always been about offering big power and big style at an attainable price, but this one's a little bit different. This is the 2024 Ford Mustang Dark Horse. With a starting price around $60,000, it's about twice as expensive as a base Mustang. Is it worth the significant price premium? We're going to run you through all the numbers, and then we'll hit the track and give it the full Capital One review treatment to find out. Under the hood, we've got Ford's 5-liter V8 connected to a 6-speed manual transmission that gives 500 horsepower and 418 pound-feet of torque. On the efficiency front, we've got 14 mpg city, 22 on the highway, and 17 mpg combined. Up front, we have LED projector headlamps with LED signature lighting. Around the side, 19-inch alloy wheels on all 4 corners. Out back, LED sequential taillights, and in the trunk, 13.5 cubic feet of storage. Inside the Dark Horse, we have seating for 4 up front. These Recaro seats are heated, as is the steering wheel. There's a dual-zone climate control system controlled through the 13.2-inch touchscreen there that also has navigation, 4G LTE connectivity, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay built in there as well, with a wireless charger to keep your phone charged while you're using them. We've also got a 12-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system. All right, that's all the numbers in the Dark Horse. Let's hit the track and see how it performs. Okay, here we are on the track in the Mustang Dark Horse, and I was lucky enough to be coming straight out of the Mustang GT, so I can compare these two back to back, and I gotta be honest, I can't really tell the difference between the two. We've got a little more power here, of course. We've got some other changes to the interior design, a couple little tweaks here and there, and of course the different nose in the front compared to the Mustang GT. But really, from the feedback I'm getting here in the seat, I really can't tell the difference. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not sensitive enough to pick up that little bit of extra horsepower that we have here in the Dark Horse and any other kind of minor changes that Ford has made to this. So really, I am at this point driving what feels to me like just a regular GT, and that's not a bad thing. You know, buyers of a vehicle like this are more interested, or at least somewhat interested, in the prestige, the history, the limited number of cars that are produced like this. Ford goes so far as to put a badge right there on the dashboard that tells you what number of Dark Horse this particular car is. And I can certainly see, having some pride in something like that. But when it comes to feeling different, when it comes to a different sort of experience, it's just not that much different here. But again, that's not a bad thing because the new Mustang GT is a very good car. It's an interesting blend of old school big V8 and 6-speed manual transmission with high-tech adaptive suspension, sharper steering. It's kind of a weird mix, but ultimately, in my opinion, it actually works really well. This really feels very old school. It's got a short shift to it, but it's really strong. You've got to actually put some muscle into this thing when you go and grab for your next gear here. And it just makes it feel like a little bit more of a full-body experience that I'm driving out here. That's a big contrast to the new sharper steering that we have in the Mustang, which has got a really nice, sharp response to it. It makes this car feel a lot lighter than it is. But one drawback, there's not a lot of feedback coming through the steering wheel to me. So if you like old school steering that requires a lot of muscle but gives you good feedback, you're probably going to be a little bit disappointed here. The braking performance from those Brembo brakes is very good lap after lap out here. I've not had any problems whatsoever, and I think that they'll prove to be very good for a track day. And that adaptive suspension is also very good in all conditions too. Out on the road, it's got enough compliance to be soft and really won't be too bad even on a rough road, but out here on the track, it gives me really good feeling as I turn into a quick corner like this, but as I take on a little bit of curb, it's nice and compliant over that too, so the car immediately settles, which is exactly what you want it to do. Now you can adjust the stiffness of that suspension, you can adjust the volume coming out of that exhaust, all through an endless series of menus on this touchscreen. In fact, pretty much anything that you want to change in this car has to be done through this touchscreen. When it comes to safety features, it comes with Ford's Copilot 360, which includes pre-collision warning with automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist with blind spot monitoring, and a rear view parking camera. Nothing else in this car needs fixing in my opinion. It drives really well, it's a great all-rounder, it looks good, it sounds good, but to me, it's just not quite special enough to be worth the premium over a GT with all the performance options that you can add on there. I would definitely go with the GT. I would add on exactly the options that I want, and I would be very happy with the money that I saved. But again, if you're the kind of buyer who really wants to look at that plaque every day, know that you've got one of Ford Mustang Dark Horse. Really, you can't go wrong. For more information on the latest cars, trucks, and SUVs, visit the Capital One Auto Learning Center in the link below and follow our channel.